For joining us. This is Always Connected Treatment Network. I'm Lena.
And I'm Sarah. And we're here today to show you guys a little bit more about Luso Canadian Charitable Society. We're here today with Heather Grand. She's the CEO, and Nellie Correa, who is the program supervisor.
Good morning, everyone.
Thank you for being with us today.
We're glad to be here.
Thank you for having us.
We want to start with one of our first questions, which is the big question. Tell us about Luso. Why was it created? How many years have you guys been operating? I know that there are multiple locations as well. So tell us a bit more about Luso.
Glad to do so. So Luso started in 2002. That was when the idea was born. And it was created by a group of Portuguese businessmen who were approached by a volunteer group that served seniors with disabilities and also with language issues, and quickly recognized that these individuals needed some supports. So they formed the idea of Luso. And then very quickly after that, the same group of gentlemen realized that this wasn't a Portuguese issue. It's broader than that. And then ever since, Luso has been serving people of all ethnicities. So we've been a charitable operation in operation since 2003, officially with the charter. So that gives us 18 years of service. And yes, we do have 3 beautiful locations. We have a location in Hamilton. We have one in Toronto, which was the original one. And then we have our last one, which you ladies are more familiar with, which is the one in Mississauga or Peel. And the one in Mississauga Peel is also where we keep our headquarters. So those are our 3 locations. And yes, we provide day programs. But what we really are looking to provide is the idea of physical and mental well-being, to support social inclusion, and also to provide programs that support personal development and growth. So that's a little bit about Luso in a nutshell. Was there another question?
No, that's great. And we've had the privilege of working with your team, Nellie, directly as well. And our learners have actually been part of your programming, and it's been an incredible opportunity. So I'm excited to move through these questions because there's lots that I want everyone to know about.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, we're very, very fortunate that you guys are neighbors just down the road from us.
Absolutely.
So tell our audience a little bit more about the population that Luso supports.
We support adults of 18 years and older is the basic population that has either physical or developmental disabilities.
What type of amenities does Luso have in the building? I mean, you have multiple buildings, so if you want to go into each of them, we've had, again, the privilege of seeing the beautiful facility itself in Mississauga, but we'd like to know about all your buildings.
We do have 3 modern, spacious facilities. Of course, they're built, designed, and equipped to serve persons with varying abilities. They're fully accessible. There's life skill kitchens, computer rooms, newsroom rooms, rooftop terrace or garden areas. I can't wait to start the garden. So we decided, after last year's COVID, it was just, So I'm very excited about that. Exercise and gym equipment, fully accessible washrooms, doors, elevators.
So our next question is, how do you support the community that you service?
Okay. We support the community with day programs, both in center and also virtually. We started the virtual ones during the lockdown. We've continued on because we found that it's really filled a void for people that perhaps right now are not comfortable returning to in-center programming, or people that just prefer that as an option. So that's the type of programming that we offer. And then additionally, at our Toronto location, we offer short-term residential respite, where we have 7 beautiful private rooms on the top of the floor with skylights. So we have that facility, but only in Toronto. They call it the Luso Hotel. It's so nice.
Oh, I love that.
That sounds appealing.
It's amazing.
All about the feeling.
Participants will say, literally, well, I'm going to the Luso Hotel.
That's incredible. And what a beautiful excursion for them to be able to participate in.
It is. In fact, we'll even share a story with you. But our Hamilton group, sometimes they get, as a group, a cohort group, they get on the bus and they come over together and they have a weekend in the respite.
Oh,
and just think of how nice this is for them to have an outing away from their families.
And with your facilities, of course, it's a getaway. It's an oasis.
It is a getaway. There's a great big kitchen, and like I said, there's these lovely private rooms. Everybody has that. There's the program rooms there, and it's an outing. It is an actual weekend getaway. So we're happy to do that. But we also have people that use facilities when they maybe want to go away for a weekend or perhaps a week of vacation, and they want to put their loved ones somewhere safe. And that's our respite program. But we only carry it in one location.
So you mentioned a little bit about your programs. How many different types of programs do you guys offer?
We have a diverse range of activities, like educational-based activities such as numeracy and literacy, science, computer, instruction, life skills, personal hygiene, safety, and cooking. At this time, of course, due to COVID, we put it a little bit on hold, but it will be. I can't wait to return. The program is geared to a 1-to-4 ratio. We do focus on fine and gross motor activities, daily physical activities, and sensory engaging activities. The program is geared for social, interactive, and experiential learning in an inclusive environment. Community visits, visitors, personal health and safety and well-being. We have snooze in rooms with sensory experiences as well, and the Peel location has 2 snooze in rooms. Proud to have the snooze in room, one of them in our lower level, has a ceiling lift to support participants in wheelchairs to experience sensory stimulation and relaxation. I do have an option of virtual program. And being able to engage our participants and reach out who have varying level of abilities fulfills our mission, and to make every individual feel valued and included. And we did mention that we did have overnight respite programs 7 days a week at a Toronto location. And the state-of-the-art facility is equipped with 7 rooms to support individuals with varying levels of ability. And as mentioned, it is the Luso Hotel. So it's personally, when I went there, I was quite impressed. I have to say, I was like, "Wow!" When participants do say that it is the Luso Hotel, and it's just it's a beautiful, warm, welcoming atmosphere, and it's just it's a home away from home.
It's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to pick up on what Nellie was saying. I think basically the general feeling at Luso is it is very warm, it's very welcoming, and people feel very comfortable in that environment. It gives them the opportunity to be themselves, and it also gives them an opportunity to be whomever they may want to be. Right. And it's a very happy place. And usually when people come in, that's the first thing that they do notice about the environment. So that's what we work very hard to promote. That's what we work very hard to maintain. And
That's wonderful. You've touched upon many of the amenities. Did you want to tell us a bit more about the amenities that Luso has?
I think I was just going to say one thing that for sure is when we build the buildings, and once you build 1 and then you build 2 and you get 3, every time you learn a little bit more. So they've all been created to make sure that they're the safest environment that we can provide. The personal care rooms have ceiling lifts. We always use that for personal care. We make sure the program rooms are big, they're spacious, so there's no issues for wheelchair movement. They're very light. They feel good, they're not confining, and they're incredibly clean and kept well maintained.
And it's a very bright in the Peel location. I mean, all locations, to be honest, but in the Peel location is very spacious. But not only that, it's a lot of sunlight, a lot of windows, and it's so welcoming to just see the sun come in, and it's just a good feeling, right? We need that vitamin D, especially nowadays.
Well, I've had the privilege of being able to visit the Peel location, and instantly you walked through the big double doors. You feel that the large ambiance that's already in there. There's so much light shining in. Again, you have the stairs leading upstairs with that big large window that you just have sun pouring in. So it's very inviting. I would imagine that the learners that are visiting your facility are starting to also feel that experience of it being inviting. And then even when you approach the programming area upstairs, it's a nice, large, spacious area. You don't feel confined in it. The placement of all the rooms are wonderful. I certainly felt at home in there, so that's wonderful.